Hi, everyone. Erica McClain here. Today, I want to talk to you about sellers that are literally losing thousands and thousands of dollars and probably don't even realize it. They're doing this by selling their property to these we buy homes companies. I'm sure you've seen commercials, even gotten stuff in the mail from them. On the commercials, they're telling you their customers are, oh, so happy, it was so easy, and blah, blah, blah. Well, I'm here to break down and let you know all the things they don't tell you. They do make it sound really good that they're buying it as is, and you just take what you want and leave everything else. So it's as is with a normal real estate transaction. When somebody signs the as is rider, it just means they're purchasing the property as is. It doesn't mean you could leave any personal belongings behind. They're appealing to everybody with how easy it is and the convenience. What they're not letting you weigh out is the financial loss compared to the convenience, which is going to be better for you. If somebody is selling a property that's an estate sale, I will tell you firsthand, you don't want, you might think that, oh, grandma's house was, just full of junk and she didn't have anything, blah, blah, blah. I always tell all of my sellers that are selling an estate, when they're clearing it out, make sure you check everywhere. You would be surprised what people hide in very strange places. Let me tell you what happened to me. My grandparents passed away. We were cleaning stuff out of the house. My grandma loved house plants and she had all those, plastic containers for them. Well, she had extra ones and they were stacked up. Well, we were going to toss them. Nobody wanted them. As I took them, separated them, I discovered inside the grocery store produce bags, it was about three of those produce bags. Then there was a little box. Everything was all tied up and it was in between several planter boxes, was her diamond sapphire ring, which would have gone in the garbage. So then we said, hey, we better make sure we're checking everything. In one of her coat pockets, we found a set of dentures. Neither my grandma or my grandpa wore dentures. So that is still a mystery whose dentures those are. So if you are selling a property that is an estate sale, my opinion, you should really go through everything because you never know what you might find that's valuable, or you might find a pair of dentures. I don't know where those came from. But people that are, say, not an estate sale and they want just the ease because they make it sound so convenient. Take what you want. You don't have to make any repairs. There's no home inspection. There's no this. Do me a favor. Before you agree to sell to them, have at least three realtors come out and give you a fair market value for the house. I had a seller last year that called one of these companies. She was going to list with me anyway, but just because she wanted to see what they were going to offer. They offered her 250 for her house. I sold it for 425,000. It's a pretty big difference. Yeah, the buyers did a home inspection and she gave, I think, a couple $1,000 credit for some repairs, but still a big difference. And for her, it wasn't that she wanted to leave any stuff behind because she was moving, taking everything with her. So do yourself a favor and get at least three realtors to tell you what it's worth. Don't go based off of Zestimates or anything like that. Those are all computer generated with the algorithm, and sometimes they're accurate, sometimes they're way low, sometimes they're way high. A computer generated is not going to give you as accurate as having a realtor come out, walk through the property to see what upgrades you made or haven't made, and let you know what the real market value is. You have to remember, these companies are in the business of making money. They don't even, the majority of the time, do any updates to the house before they turn around and put them right back up on the market for a significantly higher price than what they gave the seller. Some occasions, maybe they'll paint, put in some carpeting. Obviously, if the seller left stuff behind, maybe they had to get a dumpster, maybe they had to get three dumpsters and move stuff out of there. I'm going to give you some real examples of real properties and show you what they sold them for, and then now what these companies are reselling them for. So you don't have to take my word for it, but I think people need to know what all the facts are. And too many people are losing a lot of money. As you can see from this tax record, I know everything is public record, but I still block out the names. I don't want to be showing anybody's names on my videos. The seller sold to one of these companies for $425,000. This company did nothing to update the property. They even listed it as being sold as is, kind of like a handyman special. They potentially cleared out the house and maybe there was carpeting down that they ripped up, but they sold it for $525,800. So 100,800, sorry for the blooper, is what that property sold for. So if this seller had a realtor, had it listed, even if they had to pay somebody to clear everything out of the house and pull up the carpeting, which most realtors have people they can refer the sellers to, between the real estate commission and paying somebody to do that, I don't think that that would have cost the seller anywhere close to over $100,000. So this seller lost really a lot of money on this property. So you could see from just that one property example how much money sellers could be losing by doing this. These companies push the fact, oh, you're not paying any real estate commission, blah, blah, blah. By listing with the realtor, you're getting more exposure. More exposure helps drive the price up. 9 times out of 10, even somebody doing a for sale by owner, had they had listed it with a good realtor, it would have sold for more money than they did, even after you minus out the real estate commission that that listing agent was charging. Even properties that I have listed, we've negotiated the as is. And I've even had a few properties where the buyer said, no, it's fine. The seller could just leave whatever they don't want. So it's possible to do that while actually being listed and actually getting the value of what your property is really worth. So you should really think twice before selling to any of these companies. At least please call 3 realtors and get prices from them. If it's your own property that you're selling, for most people, your home is your biggest investment, it's your biggest asset. Don't you want to get as much money as you can for it? If it was an estate property that was left for you to sell, that person whose estate it was probably worked so hard their whole life to pay for that property. They want to leave it to you. Why would you want to lose money that way? There are so many of these deals going on. I'm going to continue watching because it just irritates me. And probably you're going to see some more videos with different examples as they come up. Um, my One of my biggest pet peeves is some of these companies are doing this, buying properties from seniors that maybe don't have any family or whatever to help guide them, or they do have family and they just don't care. I just, I don't like to see senior citizens get taken advantage of. These seniors that do these loans, these reverse mortgages, that's a going to be a whole nother topic, because what I have seen happen to a few senior citizens after doing that, I don't understand why it's not illegal. But for now, I hope you found this information helpful and useful. Stay tuned for the upcoming videos on other similar properties with the same situation. So if you're considering selling or just want to know the true market value of your home, reach out. I would be happy to do that for you. Or if you know anybody, I would be happy to help them as well. Thanks for watching. In the meantime, please like, subscribe, so that you'll be notified when these other videos come out, because I am going to do a little mini series on that, because homeowners need to be educated. So, bye for now, and I hope you found this useful.